Welcome back, travelers, to our continued playthrough of Bloodborne. Offline Spalen and Dorchan. We're moving forward. Angetast Orchan. Ooh, that sounds cool. It's for an Heilig Kelkrituel. Speciale lichaamsdelen, so it's a body part. Oh, what's this? He's on it slapping. Oh. And if you can see there's a very slight darkening on the bottom of the screen where the chat, where you'd see chat text or dialogue text. And if I press X button, no, it just goes away over time. So it's interesting that it fills up that area, and where there would be voice, but it's they still leave that there for her utterances, even if it is just a soft snoring, a soft light snoring. And now we can talk with her. Look at her hands. She's got like soft red laced gloves.
Welcome home, good hunter. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire? Very well. Let me...
Actually, we don't need that. I just wanted to talk to her. Yeah, I think we did everything we wanted to. Last time is in the dream, so... That's right, we finished up Old Yarnum. We ended up having to kill Jura, the hunter there. So we're gonna go to the Cathedral Ward. I think we did open up a new area by doing that. Slutulunarium. Seen that one quite a bit. Like even from the beginning of the game, I think that was one of the first things we saw was the Slutulunarium info. Galad Blue Dow. That's right, we do have those in case we ever need blood spores. It's like a blood spore storage. So we went that way. So now I think it's this way we need to go. Yep. See you, nerd. Okay, so that guy was there last time and we missed it, probably just because we were going too slow. And they start running pretty quickly. So is it this door that's open now? Stevig Dict Nick. There is, I think, a set of doors, but I can't remember exactly where they are. Oh yeah, these two guys are hanging out together. He's in a pod, as they say. So you did have this other area. I guess we could go talk to Albert real quickly to see how he's doing. I'm trying to think of where that other door was. Little sloppy, but I was really surprised at the moves that dog took. gonna kill this guy just because. You know, for having a higher discovery score, I thought they'd be dropping more items. Oh, he actually got me. Ah, but we actually recovered that. I really wish they, and this isn't part of the localization team. I really wish they had offered up general subtitles for those types of utterances. So then it could have been localized, but I'm pretty sure they didn't even do that in the base. Ah. Is this on the other side of the... Oh, there's a... Oh, it's a bag boy. Okay, so old boy Albert is gone. There's a bag boy. Storven. Health and skilled. Yep, we got that joke of a weapon. Or, not a weapon, defense tool. Ah, we did get it. Here it is. Yeah, having a bit of coffee. Need it in a place like this. Coffee. John Coffee. Yaharkul het onzichtbare dorps. That's the unseen village. Yaharkul. If that's how you pronounce it. Dude, open it. Wish there's a little bit more of that, but I get it. That's not what the point of this game is, but I just like it when you can have those sort of action prompts. Die gaan onderzoeken, you know. Dit koud bloed. Ah, notities bekeken. It's been a while since we've had one of these. Waanzinnigen voeren stiekem rituelen uit om de maan op te roepen. Ontdek hun geheimen. So crazy people try and do what rituals they can to try and call up the moon and discover his secrets. Well, it says ontdek hun geheimen, so that's hun is their secrets. So maybe that's the secrets of the crazy people, the Waanzinnigen. So what do we have here? This. This guy was a little stronger. Dubbele Boonstein Skerf. Ah, I think that's good because I think that's what we needed. Ah, okay, so you're slowed down. Okay. So, dead again. I think we only had like 2,500 blood echoes when we first died getting in here, so whatever. It's not a big loss. Blau Elixir. Okay. Yeah, the little creatures do not respawn. I'll have to pay attention to that noise, because I think it was that was making that noise. Blixenpapier. I think that's the first time we've had that. And look at this. Now we can actually get a lamp here. Angstan. Jangende rituelen willen een pasgeborene vinden kind en laat dat gruwelijke gehuil verstommen. Angstaanjagende. I know angstig. Angstaanjagende. Yeah, we gotta look that up. Anders. Okay. Oh wow, that's its own specific word, terrifying, frightening. Oh wow, that's a okay. So yeah, that's it's because often you have words that just are cobbled together and mean what they mean, you know. But this one, like, and this is kind of like that, where it's angstig and then jagende, but it specifically translates as terrifying or frightening. So terrifying rituals. Yeah, and then pasgeborene. Pascontrole. Passport control. Yep. What is... Pasgeboren, newborn. Ah, okay. Because I was like, geboren means born, and then pas is usually like fit, so newborn. Okay. 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 Cool. So now we're in this, what got need open on deze kant. So, we got a door up there. Look how it looks though, because you can see through the fog or mist, but then that's clearly easily visible. So, but like in hard lines, you know. So it's a little bit dated as far as the graphics go there, but c'est la vie. So that's also shut. These guys are... Yeah. Alright. Good stain skidiff, and then what do we have here? Ooh, Mon, so we have a new, kettle rune. Interesting how it dissipated, sort of like the witch from Hemwick, now that I think about it. It even had a bell like it. Bloodshot eyeball. Wow, that's a meaty boy. Double blood stayed scared of 3, so we can definitely level this weapon up again. And now we have that open. It's a big creature. Big creature. Wahnsinnig Koudbloed. So now we have a different type, because I think we have a different, that's a different type of cold blood, because usually it's the Dick Koudbloed. So let's, I think that's here. Yeah, so you have your cold blood dew, your thick cold blood, and then your mad, crazy cold blood. And then, once again, to illuminate what I observed last time I was playing this, each level of it, because you got like 1, 2, 3, the picture changes. Now it hits it, and it starts to get darker as it gets thick. And now you have crazy Wahnsinnig Koudbloed, and then een rijke druppel koudbloed met bloedsporen, gebruiken om waanzinnige bloedsporen te krijgen. So mad or crazy blood spores, blood echoes to receive. Deze manifestatie van krankzinnigheden, yeah, really madness, ontstaat in een ziek brein. So yeah, it exists in a sick brain. Maar heeft gezond verstand ooit iets belangrijks opgeleverd? Yeah. But it also asks the question, a healthy understand ever, has a healthy ever understood its important, deliverance, opgeleverd? Let's look at that one specifically. Because that's a type of preposition that I think op is one of the more difficult prepositions to, because it has many uses of up and on. Revival. See, opleving. Oh, that's opleving, not oplevering. Delivery. Oplevering completion. Yeah. Oh, another pig there. Ah. Always gotta be a little careful of those dogs. Almost want to throw a Molotov cocktail at these guys. Yeah, there we go. Can we get a slow walk on this guy? Looks like it. Okay. If we had been closer when we got that R2 off, we might have gotten that visceral attack, but He recovered too quickly. Bliksempapier. Donatrus. Oh, let's look at the Bliksempapier because we haven't actually looked at that yet. So je hebt brandpapier, schuurpapier dat door wrijving vuur aan wapens toevoegt. Een jagerswerktuig, ja, equipment, gevonden in de werkplaats. Sinds de ramp in oude jaren is vuur een gangbaar wapen in de beestenjacht. Het zou onzuiverheden reinigen. So that's the impurity. Onzuiverheden. Impurities, really. Bepaalde soorten beesten zijn abnormaal bang voor vuur. So they're afraid of fire. So instead of saying like you would think bang van vuur, bang voor vuur. They're afraid for fire. Just a difference of language. Then you have bliksempapier. So, and this was a usable weapon in Old Yarnum for the beast hunt. It was particularly since the ramp, the catastrophe in Old Yarnum. Schuurpapier dat bliksem aan een wapen toevoegt. So yeah. Uitgevonden door Archibald. So it's figured out by Archibald, de beruchte excentriekeling van de werkplaats van de Hendrikkerk. Maakt kunstmatige blauwe vonken die de duisterbeesten zouden omringen. In tegenstelling tot de andere vreemde wapens van Archibald is deze favoriet bij veel jagers, met name bij jagers die ooit een duisterbeest hebben gezien. I need to look that one up. Beruchte. So he's the beruchte excentriekeling. So yeah, obviously in second person from the workplots, but beruchte. And that's why this is my favorite form of exploring a language in a game, is that you have the action component where you're physically you're engaging with enemies and all that stuff. Not that it has to be a violence-based game, but you're exploring and engaged in the game, and then you collect things that give little storied histories or just little stories, and then you can engage with the language. In this game in particular, in a very nuanced and particular mythos sort of way. Where are we looking at Beruchte? This music, quite good. Berucht, notorious. Ah, okay, so Beruchte is notorious. Okay. Alright, yeah. So it's just another item. Oh yeah, and then we got the weapon. Donatrus. Ah, and this one, if you look on the left-hand side, you can already see that it's got the little lightning bolt symbol. I think, yeah, and then you can see it also has a Bliksem Anval 40. So this actually adds lightning damage, and it scales, doesn't it? Yeah, it scales with Mystic. I guess technically all of these do, now that I look at it. It doesn't have a minimum requirement, though. Interesting. You know, I don't think I've ever used this. Durazamheid. So this is also a strength weapon. So maybe we could try to use this. A unique speciaal wapen that is bedacht door Archibald, de beruchte, infamous, eccentric van de werkplaats van de Hendrikkerk. Als je deze merkwaardige strijdblegel afstreekt als een lucifer, verschijnen deze blauwe vonken die een duisterbeest omgeven. So yeah, this can release blue sparks, and I think it gives Dark Beast an illumination. I think it said omringen in the previous for the Bliksempapier. Helaas liepen de jagers in Archibald's stede om onbekende redenen niet warm voor het wapen. Yeah, I guess for some unknown reason, the hunters from Archibald's time just didn't really take to the Tonotrus. So what do we have here? We're at 143, and this is at 80. Granted, we're at level 5, so we could try and level this up since we have enough of those things. Yeah. Where'd that other one go? Oh, there he is. Guess that was enough of a stagger for him. Oh, Jesus. I thought I was pressing to the side, but apparently I just dashed in front of him. Good to know. But that's not too much of an imposition, because we opened up that little side door. Ah, that's too bad. Oh yeah, I guess we would have gotten that guy, that little treasure creature, coming this way as well. Oh, that's right, he vomits poison. Okay. So, we got that. I think something got our blood echoes, though. Probably one of these dogs. Ludbosha. What was this pig guarding? Ah, Blixen puppy and more of it. Can't get that back, though. There it is. Okay, so we got those blood echoes back. And I think that other pig came for us as well. Zedad and Blake Bloede Hemel. A pale blood heaven, really? Hemel. That is a nice, nice picture. And what do we have here on this side? I think we have another way. We got a bag boy and a dog, two dogs. And this guy's already trying to do his, I don't know what you would call that, his space thing. His gravity move. bloodstained skerf, so we got 2 of those. Is there any of those fun guys around here? No. Double bloodstained skerf, that's right, so we can upgrade this one as well. Wahnsinnig Kaltblut, so we got another one of those. It really does look like the Witches of Henrik. Except these ones didn't go in a red mist, but a blue mist. Kieselstein. Kieselstein. Okay, I think we're in a different area. Over goggles. Ah, okay, yeah, we're back in this area. Okay, so you can do a slight hold. I don't know if that's the same as... We'll just press it right there. Yeah, it's the same. You cursed beast. It's interesting that he's calling me a cursed beast. And he's the one that's mad. This looks dangerous. That's what I get for going for it. C'est la vie. But I mean, we know where we're going. Kleine resonierende Bell. Oh yeah, hold on a second. So we are down here, but yeah, so there is this other door. You must get that from a different way. Yeah, we're not going back through those boys. Because I think this is where we were. Oh, hi. Kieselstein. Ah, okay, it's one of these guys. It's nice how it goes side to up and overhand. See, it starts as a side. Alright, you got those guys back. Alright, I think we're just gonna go back and use these before we lose them. I also want to look at that item, that weapon that we got. Once again, she is gone. She does that a lot. Ah, so yeah, the ritual altars, because we haven't actually looked at that yet. So yeah, provisoris altar, so provisional altar. Een bronkelk voor korte rituelen is nodig om een ritueel uit te voeren. So we don't have provisional one, but we do have eerste ritueel altar. Gebruik het ritueel altaar om een kelkenkerker, that's a chalice dungeon, because a kerker is a dungeon, even though a kerk is a church. Interesting distinction. te maken met een kelkritueel of om kelkenkerkers te zoeken om door jagers in andere werelden zijn gemaakt. And this is how you can make a chalice ritual. Kelk ritual. And this one you can actually look for ones that have already been created. And then you kunt offline niet naar de kelkenkerker zoeken. Ga terug naar het hoofdmenu en meld je aan om gebruik te maken van de netwerkfuncties. Okay, so we're playing offline mode, so we can't actually look for online chalice dungeons, obviously. And then this is the same thing. So this is how it works. We only have one, but you have Thumeru Kelk, Hintertum Chalice, Loran Chalice, and then Is's Kelk. So yeah. And then it requires 2 ritual bloods and 1,000 blood spores. So there is a cost to going into these dungeons, so you kind of want to be successful. But I mean, once you create it, it's created, and you can keep going back to it over and over and over. But once you kill a boss on a certain level, the boss doesn't come back. But theoretically, you can go back and farm enemies if you want. Should you want it? Should you want it? But you know what? We actually have this. So we have the mer and the man for mer bloedsporen. So yeah, we didn't really want to do this one. Not the inheritance, it's the God, I don't know why I'm blanking on this word. But it's like inheritance. Erfgenaam, heiress, yeah, heir. Oh no, erfenis is but erfgenaam is heir or heiress. Successor, but an erfenis is inheritance. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's interesting. Erfelijkheidsleer is genetics. That's good to know. So you have this just gives you more blood spores from dead enemies, so why not? So you have less physical damage by 3%, minder, and then more blood spores. And then let's look at the Donatrus, because what am I doing? It's right here. Werkplatz. Yeah, we did technically die. But let's weapon versterken. So this, we have plenty of bloodstone stars, so we could upgrade this as well. So this is already at +3, but it also does lightning damage, so consider that as well. I thought this said it eventually goes to C. Maybe not. So here's the thing. We could do this as well. Because we do have 8, and then we could do this again to 3. Just in case we don't like it, right? Okay, so that is a C now. Oh well, c'est la vie. And you can see that each weapon has different, on the far right you have the blood crystal formations. What was it? Beoordelingen? It doesn't do that. It won't go up to those. Speciale aanval. You know, I think I looked at that. Kracht van sneltraaggif dat wordt toegevoegd aan een aanval in de mate waarin deze aanval sterker wordt tegen verwanten en ergste transformate based in. Power of fast or slow poison that becomes added to an attack in the fit where, not the fit, but like the size where this Enval attack stronger becomes against okay. Okay, so each of these categories is a different type of a thing. So this one actually has 100 for, what is that? Verwanten. Because want is actually because. It's not what you think. It's not like want to want something, to desire it. That's interesting. Verwant, relative, related to. For related and serious transformed beast. Because you have beast and you have like a slug looking creature. Yeah. Endstig, yeah, serious grave. That's what I thought. Endstig is a seriously transformed beast. Okay. So it's interesting that it does have 100 value for that. Oh, they all do. Oh, okay. So they all have this. Okay. So, you know what? This doesn't actually scale. Even though it has a D value, they all do technically, but none of them actually have a number next to it, meaning it doesn't actually scale with your abilities. Like, this one will scale with your strength, right? Or no, that's just the minimum. Never mind. That's just the minimum value, the eigenskapvereiste. So they all do scale. And I think you have to give up a crystal. You can't use the same crystal on multiple weapons. So you actually have to get rid of it. It's the same thing. Okay. So that just raises it higher. Ah, yeah, and this one only has 2 slots, so it doesn't technically have a third one. So it's a limitation as well. So we have this. So that was the L1 that I just did. And then okay, so it's a finite thing. So you cannot two-hand this. But you can activate it and it does that. Oh yeah, that's right, Eternal, that was the borderland. Because where were we? Oh yeah, so look at this. We actually awakened a third headstone, Grafsteen. And this is the Grafsteen Onzichtbare, because it was the unseen village, the Onzichtbare Dorp. So we have the unseen village, Grafsteen. And this is a gnarly word, Hypogean Gaol, jail. Locatie om te ontwaken selecteren, to awaken. Actually, I do want to go back here real quickly just to see how well this thing does against those dogs. Dog. Het is wel gebroken in een hele koud ritueel. Grafskimmel. So that's grave mold. I had to send a message. So it's still sort of buzzing with lightning, so maybe it's good for like a charge. Like it's still charged technically. Oh, you know what? We didn't actually spend any of our blood echoes. So maybe we'll just kill one of those hexen from down below. But they're not a beast, but maybe. So yeah, we're not two-handing it, so it's gonna be slightly, actually, I'm gonna do that. Still has a strong R2. So it's a different style. Yeah, I wonder if you could dual wield. Probably not. No, because I think you can only do left. Yeah, in Linked Hand, you can only do firearms. So there's no dual wielding in this. Unless it's a weapon that specifically, like, probably transforms into that or something. But I don't think there is. Alright. Now we can level up.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well, let me.
So yeah, we can level up twice, and Mystique always... actually, if you notice, it does make our weapon stronger. Because it does scale off of that.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your work.
Alright. And actually, I want to go back to the Cathedral Ward to check something. Caecid. I like a Caecid, a good Caecid, but I like even better a Vedic Caecid. It's just a better way of saying not a better, but you know, you have binoculars, which is a very technical name, binoculars, whereas a Vedic Caecid is just something that lets you see far. A Ved. Caecid is to look. So this is what I apparently, yeah, I missed. That after defeating the beast in Yarnum, this door opens up. Looks over goggles. And what do we have here? Community. Oh, another rune, Ghetto rune. Werkplatz Helende Kerk. So this is the workshop of the Healing Church, which we have heard a lot about through item descriptions. This. I think this is a very difficult area. Yep. Because you have to fall in a very particular way to get to the right spot. Because you have to fall in just a particular way. It's one of the few elements of platforming in this game, really. If you want to find this area. With the Schruchen Handschoenen. That's verfijnde. I like that word, verfijnde. Refined. Because you have fein, which is fine, and then verfijnde, refined. Even though the what is it, is it not a conjugation? Re generally means to like to do again, to remember. And that you have head, like herinneren. And that also means to remember. But then we have the word refined, which doesn't really mean to do again. But really just to make finer. Maybe this one, because I think we got caught on that little bit of geometry. I think I forgot to grab blood echoes as well. And what do we have here? Oude Verlaten Werkplatz. So this is an old abandoned workshop. But you'll notice it looks quite different. Or not quite different. It looks very similar to the one that we know in the Hunter's Dream. And I hear something. There's also no gravestones over here. I definitely hear something around here. Alright, take a picture of that just because it's interesting. Lamp aansteken. So there's actually a lamp to here in the middle of the workshop. There's no lamps in the Hunter's Dream now that I think about it. And it is interesting that you transport to a lamp, but you use gravestones to awaken. So it's like you're awakening through death, right? Weird. Inspecteren. So instead of like onderwerp, what is it? Not voeren, but yeah. Een derde van een navelstreng. Okay, so you get a third of a umbilical cord, navelstreng. Inspecteren. An achtergelaten pop, an abandoned pop, which is the same exact verbiage they use the first time you find the doll at the abandoned workshop. Oud jagersbot. So that's a old hunter's bone. And you can't go back here either. This area doesn't exist. None of these headstones are here, so it is an interesting difference. The messenger bath, boodschappersbad, isn't here, instead of chest. Gist onderzoeken. Ah, we got the outfit of the Pope. I guess we could wear that, right? So like right now we have the scorched outfit with the hood. It offers very little in the way of defense. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. The head isn't really popping for me, though. Yeah, I don't know if I'm digging this. I do kind of like that, though. Yeah. We'll settle on that. All right. That's it for here. And actually, if you noticed, we actually got some more insight in the top right. We're sitting at 20 now. We were at 18. So I think just coming here, discovering this place, gave us 2. Oh, wait, we have a headstone thing here. Okay, you can't read it. Oh yeah, can we check here? Nothing. Alright. Oh, look at that. Kleine haarversiering. Ah! It's a hair ornament. I think we saw that on the loading menu. Yeah, because what do we get? The old... It says De Versnellingkunst, the quickening quickens, rolls, and quickly fits. What is that? Het boot van een oude jager zonder naam, so without a name. Hij zou een leerling zijn van de oude Germaan en een beoefenaar van de versnellingskunst. Een techniek van de eerste jagers. Het is logisch dat jagers, dragers van de toorts die teren op de droom een oude techniek uit zijn nalatenschap gebruiken. I need to make sure that I'm reading this right. Because isn't versnelling like to accelerate? Better smaller to narrow, make narrow. Versnelling, yeah, to accelerate, increase. So the, acceleration arts. And then where was the hair? Oh yeah, and then we also have een derde van de navelstreng. This will be interesting because there's 2 more in the game. I think at least 2 more. I think there's technically 4 that you can get. Een belangrijk reliquie, so that's hut relic. Een belangrijk reliquie, oogstreng van het oog genoemd. Also named the string of the eye. Elk grote zuigeling heeft deze voorloper van de navelstreng. Predecessor is voorloper. Elke grote verliest een kind en verlangt vervolgens naar een surrogaat. Ah, okay, so each great one loses a kid and must use a surrogate for them. De derde navelstreng bespoedigde de ontmoeting met de bleke maan, die de jagers naar toelokte in de jagersdroom deed ontstaan. Gebroken voor meer inzicht en naar men zegt gewoon met ogen. Al weet niemand wat dat precies betekent. So you can get it for insight and then also to fill your eyes, whatever that means. Nobody knows what that means. And then we also had a harvesting, I think, which is interesting because we still have this music box, which is actually a usable item. You'd think something like that would just be what would go into the belangrijke woordwerpen, which is just a key item, something that you can't actually use. So these are items that you cannot actually use, but maybe give to someone in a quest. Een kleine en eenvoudige hardversiering. Een kleine en zeer eenvoudige hardversiering, hoewel het al een hele tijd geleden is kwijtgeraakt, is nog steeds te zien met hoeveel zorg dit ornament ooit werd bewaard. De kleur staat prachtig op een hoofd met grijs haar. No. Alright. So that's what we got at the workshop. And I think we're going to call it there. So, what did we do? We made it to the Hypogean Jowl in the Onzichtbare Dorp, the Unseen Village. And there we got our item right here, the Tonitrus. And a lightning-based weapon. And then we also found the Healing Church Workshop. But we went down and we actually found the Old Abandoned Workshop. And got some items. So, we'll see what we can do with those items next time. And until next time, travelers, take it easy in the meanwhile.